For any UCLA student who wants to make a music video, this is clearly your spot. You're not going to find anything else like it. Morning. It is pretty early this morning. I woke up around 6 this morning and I got to see the sunrise. And for some of you that might not seem abnormal, you might see the sunrise most mornings, but for me, my schedule doesn't have me waking up very early right now, and so I haven't seen the sunrise probably since the summer. To take advantage of the morning, I'm gonna head over to Pete's Coffee in a bit, grab a coffee. Just past 7 a.m. now, I have my Pete's Coffee. It is delicious and very warm. This here is the newest building at UCLA. It's Engineering 6B. My office is in Engineering 6A, so it's the same building, but it's just the second half of the construction. Got finished a couple days ago, or at least finished enough to where they opened up the doors. There are some things that are definitely not complete. We'll take a look in a second. The 5th floor is pretty much bare, but the rest of the floors are mostly done, and no one seems to be walking inside, so we're gonna take a look. I'm entering through Engineering 6A. This is just where my office is, and since it's all Engineering 6, it connects at some point. I'll show you down here on the 1st floor. Up until a couple days ago, these double doors didn't lead anywhere. They were locked, but now this is an entrance into Engineering 6B. Clearly they're still doing some work on it, but it's definitely getting close. Pretty swanky to have a pantry. I'm not sure what students need before class. This feels kind of like someone's kitchen at home. Kind of an interesting setup. This building will predominantly be used for computer engineering, computer science students, and so we have appropriately binary all over the wall leading to the main auditorium. Let's take a look. We have a large lecture hall, very modern lecture hall. It's a really nice screen, or several screens all put together. You have microphones at every seat. Here's the view from the back. We have the UCLA blue seats, which for some reason look a little bit like baseball seats. I mean, more than the average lecture hall. Here's something kind of funny though. Tell me if this seems to make sense. If I'm gonna sit down on one of these seats, we have a table that sits in front of us. One thing that stuck out to me was the geometry of this table. What's the point of this hole? It seems backwards. It seems like that would be toward you if you need a little more room to get into your seat. Otherwise, it's just providing a hazard if you have your laptop on it. Maybe there's some purpose that they use in the computer science department. I don't get it. One of the most unique parts, at least compared to other engineering buildings at UCLA, is the use of patios. There are a few of them in this new building. Connects right to the lecture hall. So you see the lecture hall in there. There's the front of the building, and it's just this nice space with palm trees. Still don't know what that means in binary. Haven't looked that up yet. I'm not proficient enough in binary to know what this says, but something I'm sure of importance. There's some parts of this building that don't seem to match. This is largely for graduate students and their advisors to work on their projects, and then there's also a couple of classrooms for computer science and computer engineering students, but you also have these pretty swanky VIP suites. Pretty elegant with their wooden floors and their flat screen TVs. Similarly in this room, it's a small space, but it's really nice. But then best of all, you have this alumni suite. Definitely does not seem to match the rest of the building, but it's really gorgeous in here. You have this relatively dark woods and these massive televisions. The building is 5 floors in total. You can see them all right there. We're gonna head up to the 5th floor. We have scaled the 5 floors, 5th floor, and then this whole floor is not done. Clearly. Unless it's the largest lecture hall in UCLA history, this is not complete. It does make for some pretty sick views. Take a look at this. Fantastic view of Luskin Center. Here's a better view of Poly Pavilion, and then up there we have where the undergraduate dorms are. Up there we have Bel Air. Zoom in there. Beautiful homes that align the north side of campus. And there's my office, that one right there. How strange to have an open room like this, whereas floors 2, 3, and 4 we'll see in a second are all cordoned off and their tours done. This is just one giant room. This is another nice vantage point. Here's Engineering 6A where my office is, and then this is the new part of Engineering 6, Engineering 6B, which we're in right now. We can keep walking around the floor. It's entirely one room right now. There's nothing cordoned off besides these structural pillars. For any UCLA student who wants to make a music video, this is clearly your spot. You're not going to find anything else like it. But I would assume you only have a couple months to do it because this is probably going to be cordoned off into more typical classrooms or research offices very soon. Now we're on level 4. Nice little conference rooms. Clearly a different use of space than what the 5th floor has shown. Nice tables out here. And you can see all the offices are closed off. This is where all the research labs will be. Taking the stairwell down to 3 to show you that it looks identical. The only thing I've noticed that's different is the color. Floor 3 is orange and then floor 4 was green. I'm on the 2nd floor now. This one has a grad lounge, so possibly a future place to do some work. I think the last thing to take a look at is the patio. In total, there are 3 of these things. There's one on that level, there's the one down there that we saw earlier, and then this is the main patio. It's a nice shady spot for you to come out and read or just relax before class or whatever you want to do, eat lunch. Definitely plan to use this spot a lot. It's really close to where my office is, and it's just a nice new space. Now that we've seen it all, we can exit the building. That's the exclusive tour of Engineering 6B. I'm sure I'll be using it a lot. It's part of my own building. It's surprising to me that not that many people are walking through it. It just opened up a couple days ago, and I would expect people to be all excited about a new building, especially a nice one like this one. And you could see how few people are there. No one was there. I'm the only person there today. But it's open for you to take a look if you get a chance. Since we're going into finals, I'm going to get to studying right now, and it's super early in the morning. It's only 8:10 in the morning, so I have plenty of daylight ahead of me. So with that, I'll sign the video off there. I will see you guys next week. Bye.